If you are like the rest of us humans, you have made some mistakes by now. Probably a lot of them. You've done things you deeply regret. You've made choices that hurt you and or others. Being human is not easy, and you knew you would make missteps when you came here. You also knew that life is a wonderful teacher and that you would gain wisdom, compassion, greater self-awareness, and much more from your transgressions. That being said, I have a question for you. Have you forgiven yourself for what you perceive as your mistakes, both big and small? Tune in to today's episode to find out why forgiving yourself is so critical, how you can tell if you've done so, and what steps to take if you are in need of the deep healing and soothing relief that comes with self-forgiveness. Welcome to the Abundance Zone, offering you tips and tools for supercharging your ability to attract more of what you desire into your life. Learn how to step into the abundance zone and stay there more consistently and watch your life transform. Hello, I'm Dr. Eve DeLunas, and I want to welcome you to episode 28 of the Abundance Zone. If you are interested in receiving the Abundance Zone newsletter, you can sign up at theabundancezone.net and you will receive 2 free guided meditations. Now, let's get on with our topic. In doing decades of psychotherapy and now coaching, I've noticed a pattern among many of my clients. While they've done an amazing job of forgiving others who have hurt them, many of them have not yet forgiven themselves. There seem to be a variety of reasons for this. In some cases, they fear that if they forgave themselves, they would repeat the errors from the past. Of course, forgiving yourself doesn't mean you forget your mistakes. You get to take the lessons learned with you and just let go of the guilt, shame, self-recrimination, and all of the negative emotions you associate with the earlier situation. Some feel they don't deserve forgiveness. They have this false idea that they should suffer because their past behavior created suffering on the part of others. This too makes neurological sense. Your suffering in the present does nothing to help those you hurt in the past. In fact, it keeps you energetically bound to them in a negative way and can even damage your current relationship with that individual. For example, one mother felt guilty for not being more emotionally available to her son in the early months of his life until she sought medical help for postpartum depression. Her guilt over this caused her to pamper her 5-year-old son and worry continuously about how he was doing. And indeed, since he began kindergarten, he had been having difficulties adjusting to kindergarten and interacting with the other students. Once his mother forgave herself and let go of her guilt and shame, her son began to make substantial progress. I believe that was not a coincidence. Other clients I've had falsely think that self-forgiveness means you are endorsing your own bad behavior. This is far from true. You fully acknowledge your wrongdoing when you offer yourself forgiveness. You just choose not to hang on to the bad feelings anymore or continue to beat yourself up about the situation. Why is this important? Because it is the final step in integrating a life lesson. It is a marker indicating that you are ready to stop carrying the weight of the past around with you and willing to set yourself free to embrace the now. It is a testament to your ability to love yourself deeply and completely. It is you deeming yourself worthy of being flooded with grace. Until you forgive self, the episode or episodes in question hold an emotional charge which you carry in your energy field and which lowers your energetic frequency. In other words, a lack of self-forgiveness can keep you out of the abundance zone. You will know you have successfully opened to a new field of grace within when you can think about your transgression with some detachment and without feeling emotionally triggered. It's important to recognize that you did the best you could with who you were and what you knew at the time of the event in question. I'd like to guide you in a brief process that can help you forgive yourself. To do this process, think about something for which you would like to forgive yourself that is not deeply traumatic for you. In the case of something that is deeply traumatic, often it helps to work with a professional to assist you with the process of healing. Choose a time to do this process when you are able to close your eyes and focus within. Begin now by putting your body in a comfortable position. You may be seated or lying down, closing your eyes and taking slow, deep, gentle breaths. Allowing yourself, with each breath you take, to feel more and more relaxed, more and more centered, more and more at peace within, preparing yourself for a healing journey. Begin to imagine yourself at the time that you took the action that you now regret. Let yourself feel whatever your younger self was feeling at the time. Take a look at the big picture of your life at that time. What else was going on? What were the pressures and the stresses? What were the worries and fears and concerns that your younger self was dealing with? How was your younger self feeling about himself or herself? About the situation? Feel compassion for your younger self. Realize that what now seems clear to you in present day was cloudy for this younger version of you. If you would like, imagine now that your present day self is right there with your younger self, and you're able to speak with one another. Introduce yourself to the younger version of you and feel yourself opening your heart with compassion and love for this younger you who was struggling, perhaps who was hurting, perhaps needed someone just like present day you to be there for support, for guidance, for understanding. Feel that love for your younger self growing stronger and deeper. Envelop your younger self with that love. with that understanding, with that recognition. No one understands better what he or she is going through than you. If it feels right, thank your younger you for what he or she helped you learn. Explain what that is. How this younger self's actions made you stronger, wiser, more loving and compassionate, more understanding, more self-aware, or whatever else comes to mind as one of the lessons learned from this experience. Feel gratitude for all that you have learned and all that you have become as a result of the actions of this younger you. And if it feels right, open your heart to the grace of forgiveness and let it flood your being and that of your younger self. Remind yourself you deserve forgiveness. You deserve to let this go and move on with your life. Notice how good it feels to be letting go of all of it, all of the guilt, the shame, the anger, the judgment, the sadness, or whatever else you've been carrying around about the event. Say whatever else needs to be said to your younger self and see if your younger self has a message for you as well. Feel the two of you becoming more and more bonded as one. And then when you're ready, thank your younger self and feel yourself coming back to this time and place. Slowly, when you're prepared to do so, opening your eyes, stretching your body, and feeling fully refreshed and completely alert as you return. Congratulating yourself on taking this big step, a step that raises your vibration, a step that liberates you from an old weight from the past, a step that frees you to live more fully and joyfully in the present, a step that fills you with grace and opens you to more blessings of every kind. You may find that you wish to repeat this process several times regarding the same incident or different incidents. Each time you do so, you may notice you're able to forgive yourself even more deeply and completely. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Abundance Zone. Have a beautiful week. Bye.